name's Rochelle if you've never been here before, and I'm going to give you my review on Profile by Sanford. So you may be asking, what is Profile by Sanford? It is a weight loss program, I guess you would call it, where I go in and sit down with them. They do my measurements, they take all my medical history, and they devise a plan based on my medical history and my goal weight and how fast I want to get there. They are ones that don't want you to go too fast because this is by Sanford Health. This Profile by Sanford Health is the full name of it. I do not live anywhere near Sanford Health. This is a nationwide place, and I live about an hour from my Profile place, my Profile establishment, and I drive once a week to go to my Profile and meet with my coach. Now, I will say I'm already over there because I have school in that area that day of the week. So I keep it on that day of the week because I do want to meet with my coach weekly. They said that was the key, is to hit at least 25 out of 52 meetings with your coach. Now, I will miss, not this coming week, but the following week, I'll miss that Monday. So I'm either going to schedule one later in the week when we get back because we're going to be going out of town, or I'll just miss that week and pick it up the next week. But, so my plan is called Balance. It's 1,000 calories. It's based on my height and based on my medical conditions. I have frequent kidney stones, which means I can't go into ketosis. So I get starches and fruits, which some of their other plans, they're not allowed to have those things. So they told me that one of the keys was to keep a log. And so I keep this binder here, and inside it I have my weekly log. So it starts tomorrow and will go through the following Saturday, and I will log all my foods. It has breakfast snack, lunch snack, dinner snack, water intake, exercise that I did that day, my hunger rating, and any symptoms or observations that I had about that day that I want to know. So if I'm feeling extremely hungry on, say, Tuesday, but I was very full on Monday, I can incorporate the 2 days together for Wednesday so that I'm not hungry. Because that's the key, is you don't want to be hungry. And they want you to go and eat every 2 hours. Eat breakfast, 2 hours later have a snack, 2 hours later have your lunch, 2 hours later have a snack, 2 hours later have your dinner, 2 hours later have a snack. That's not possible for me. I am a part-time phlebotomist in a hospital. I draw blood, and I work as an ambulance driver. I'm an EMT. I work on a truck, so I'm either in the back of the ambulance working on a patient, or I'm driving the ambulance. We're busy. That is something that is new. That's something that I've just started, so I'm not 100% familiar with it and how things work, so I'm not able to eat every 2 hours, especially if we're on a call. I can't eat on a call. I told them up front that every 2 hours was not going to be possible for me. So they told me my limits on how I can stretch it and things to do. Like, I carry cheese sticks with me, and I carry these Profile peanut butter bars, which are my favorite. I do like the creamy peanut butter too, but these crunchy pretzel peanut butter bars actually have peanuts and pretzels in them, and like rice things. I don't know what it is, but they're really good. They give you that candy bar without the guilt of a candy bar. So I'm going to show you a couple of products that are my favorites. These are my favorite for an afternoon snack. And I was drinking like 6 to 8 32-ounce Pepsis a day. Every time I passed a gas station, I stopped and got one. When I was at work at the hospital, every time I was on the floor, I'd grab a can of soda, whether it's RC or Coke, whatever we had at the time. I grabbed one. When I went downstairs for lunch, I got a 32-ounce drink, and I'd drink it. I was addicted to caffeine and caramelized sodas. Pepsis and Coke were probably my two biggest ones that like when I stopped, if there was an option to get a Pepsi, I got a Pepsi. That was my go-to drink of choice. almost like a drug of choice, because I had tried to give it up time and time again. I knew if I could just get off of it, I could lose a little weight, but I never could. Since January the 9th, when I started this plan, I have not had any soda. But I was not going to give up my coffee. So, to drink coffee on Profile, you have to drink it black. You can't have, I mean, you can add stevia, but they don't want you adding any sugars, and artificial sugars actually make you crave more sugars. So they don't recommend you doing that. But they told me I could get this salted caramel shake, because I get 2 shakes a day. So I get the salted caramel shake, I mix it with a little bit of water, and I pour it in my coffee like it's a creamer. And it turns my coffee into a caramel macchiato. You can drink it hot, or you can drink it cold. I like my coffee hot, but sometimes I do drink an iced coffee. And then my second shake that I like is the chocolate brownie shake. These are amazing. You can turn these into cookies. You can turn these into brownie bites. What I like to do with them is at night, when I'm sitting on the couch with my husband, I mix one of these up, and I take their Profile peanut butter. It's a powdered peanut butter. And I take 1 scoop of this, and I put it in there, and it tastes like a Reese cup. And that quenches my chocolate craving. But I was still craving chewy sweets. I was a big Starburst or Laffy Taffy girl. Any kind of chewy candy, I was in love and needed it. So they told me that I could get these. This peanut butter is a flex food. It's not considered a fat, so we get 3 flex foods, or I get 3 flex foods. I guess everybody does. These Shape-Wise chews are actually also a flex food. So these are the lemons. They're a little yellow, and they taste just like a yellow Starburst. So this has been a lifesaver for me. These are a favorite of mine. These stay in my cabinet at all times. I only put 2 in my bag for when I'm going to work, so that I don't overeat on those. But this plan has been a godsend to me. I'm down 15 pounds. I'm down a total of 9.83 inches. Let that sink in. 9.83 inches. And I'm going to go ahead and insert a clip right here and show you my before and after. Now, this before was right before I became an EMT and I was going to work a shift in the ER, and the after is a week ago. My butt and my face is like, oh my God, what happened to it? They're gone. But I'm totally impressed. I will be sticking with this. I have 20 more pounds to go. So for anybody who's on the fence about Profile, give it a try. I know it's a little bit pricey. I paid $129 for a year, and that includes all of my coaching sessions once a week for a year. I do have to pay for my food, and the bars I think are about $9. The shakes are about $13. Not real sure. I think these were like 6 or 8 for the chews. And I'm thinking 6 or 8 for the peanut butter. So they're not outrageous, but a lot of my food, being on balance, is regular food at the grocery store. I'm just learning how to buy it the right way, how to read the labels. That's one key that they have been teaching me these last few weeks, is how to go into the store and read the labels. So for me, it's worth it. I paid the $129. It was a special they were offering. I've seen it as low as $99 for a year, but they always have it. Their normal plan price is $300 a year. And if you have a doctor's excuse, or if your company you work for is a partner with Profile, you can get it for $150. I mean, if nothing else, go to your doctor and say, hey, I'm really wanting to lose some weight, and I've found this company called Profile by Sanford. They have told me that I can get half off if I can get a recommendation for you, and see if they'll write you a letter. I mean, half off just for having your doctor say, yeah, it's okay. You can go on this plan. You can lose this weight. So if you're really serious about losing weight, I would consider Profile by Sanford. So if you want to see more of my journey, give this video a thumbs up. And if you would like to see either weekly or bi-weekly updates from me on how I'm doing, leave me a comment down below and tell me that. That way I know what you want to see. I don't want to make these videos if nobody wants to see them. So, I'm going out of town next week. We are going to Mardi Gras, so fingers crossed that I won't blow it while I'm down there. I do plan on letting myself cheat some while I'm there. I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to enjoy the time I have with my husband away from my kids, but I'm going to try not to completely wreck it. So, we'll see how that goes. You know, being in a hotel, it's a little bit difficult, but we have friends that live down there, and we go to see our friends, and we eat with our friends. We eat at their house. We go out to eat. So I know how to make good decisions when I'm out to eat because they give me those tools. So I will see you guys really soon,